Continuing to move in the news portion, a little bit of Batman news. I wouldn't call this too revelatory, more of just clarification of James Gunn's overall posture towards the DCU and towards Batman, but I also think it ties into our previous discussions around the acquisition of Warner Brothers by Netflix, and let me explain what I mean. So James Gunn, as he is wont to do every so often, chooses to intentionally engage via social media with fans. Fans ask him questions. James responds in response to a question about, hey, are we going to get an update on Batman Brave and the Bold later this year? James Gunn said, and I'm paraphrasing here, when there's time for an update, there will be an update. When there's an actual, in other words, when there's an actual script that he's really excited about. But, and this is a direct quote, James said, I wouldn't want to cloud the bat sphere until after that. After that, meaning Batman 2. Batman 2 being the Batman movie that's coming out in 2027.
So it's going to be a bit...
James is not in any hurry. So how does that apply to the Warner Brothers Netflix acquisition? This is not a man who sounds terribly concerned about his future employment. So he knows, because he's been in the business long enough, as long as he keeps making good movies that make his employers lots of money, he's going to be just fine. That's what Talks always has, always will be. And the other element that I appreciate about it, because how many times over the past years have we lamented the haste with which different movies and shows get produced? Maybe we're erring a bit on the side of the other extreme here, but in terms of lack of haste. However, in the meantime, we're certainly getting an opportunity for other DC characters to have their shine. Hello, Supergirl. Hello, Clayface in 2026, for example.
Well, I know we're getting only 3 projects, which when you have been dealing with Marvel as long as we have, seems like 3 is nothing. But when you think about it, Lanterns is just essentially a longer movie. Broken down into 6 episodes or whatever the episode count is. Supergirl is going to be a great summer flick, and then who knows with Clayface? That's just that one's out there. It still mind boggles me, but that's going to be your probably what, Halloween? That seems like an October movie to me. That's creepy enough.
Yep.
So yeah. But I mean, I'm cool with it because the quality is going to be there, at least for Supergirl and for Lanterns.
Right, that's what matters. Whenever it gets released, whatever the entity is, if it's quality, great. We'll watch it. Like we talked about in 2025 with Thunderbolts. Boy, we didn't anticipate that being worthwhile, but it was outstanding because they took their time. They put together a great movie with great character development. That's all we want here. One other thing I just thought of, Mr. Miracle,
the
animated series
as well. I saw that.
Yep, that is likely a 2026 release. That again, our guy Tom King here, who penned the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow comic or graphic novel, rather, that the Supergirl movie is drawing heavily from in an inspiration. Looks like this Mr. Miracle show is drawing directly from Tom King's Mr. Miracle graphic novel.
I figured you were very excited at that announcement.
I am.
Yeah,
it's phenomenal. It makes all the sense in the world to me that James Gunn is going, oh yeah, that one, because think Creature Commandos. That's totally the vibe you're going to get out of this particular, it's going to feel very familiar.
Well, there's not a lot of Mr. Miracle titles where you're like, I wonder which one he's going to draw from. No offense to Mr. Miracle.
Nope.
He's just not at the forefront.
No, he's not a leading man in the comics. He's present. He's a guy.
He's here.
Yep, he's there.
I feel like Big Barda gets more reps than he does.
Truly. Yep, and she's phenomenal in the comic as well.
And that's just because she's a tank.
Yeah.
So
legitimately so. So anyway, I thought it was worthwhile to bring up that little James Gunn nugget. And all I can say is, dude, keep taking your time. I have no idea what in the world we're going to get with Clayface later this year. So there's going to be, I got to believe, some, if not flat out misses, some, okay, maybe not more of that. You know what I mean? Like, all right, some people really loved it, but it's not a, hey, let's go back to that well multiple times.
Well, it's funny because when he's like, I don't really want to cloud the sphere with Batman.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but you have to have some form of Batman in the
With a
Clayface
Clayface.
movie. It has to happen. It's weird if he's not. It's just like the Joker movie. I didn't see either one of them. Do you know why?
No Batman.
No Batman. I do not care about the Joker in the standalone. Joker doesn't need an origin. We can go down that rabbit hole another day. But you have to have Batman in here.
It totally, like, I think this Clayface movie is going to appeal vastly more to the people that actually don't watch the rest. You know what I mean? Of this kind of content, like the DC and Marvel content, which is okay, right? Not everything needs to appeal to us. Not
Yes, it
everything does.
We have a podcast. It has to appeal to us.
You let James know the next time
James,
he's on social
it has
media.
to appeal to us. We are your main audience, just us two.
Yeah, it just does not feel like a direct connectivity, but so much time between now and then. We'll see.